The world of high-end photography is on the verge of a seismic shift, and the epicenter of this earthquake is rumored to be the Sony A7R VI. For years, the R series has been the gold standard for landscape, studio, and commercial photographers who demand every single pixel of detail possible. But in 2026, the leaks suggest Sony isn't just giving us a small resolution bump. They are fundamentally changing what a high-resolution mirrorless camera can do. We're talking about a machine that bridges the gap between medium format quality and action camera speed. Imagine a sensor so dense it captures textures invisible to the naked eye, paired with an AI processor that predicts movement before it even happens. This is the promised land for professional creators, and the specifications leaking out of the supply chain in Japan are nothing short of legendary. Welcome back to my channel Tech Rivet for exclusive insights into the future of tech. Subscribe my channel, hit the bell icon for more tech updates. Asterisk as we dive in the heart of these 2026 leaks. The most staggering rumor involved a move to a 102-megapixel stacked CMOS sensor. If true, this would be the first time a full-frame camera officially crosses the 100-megapixel threshold with a stacked design. The implications of stacked technology here cannot be overstated. Traditionally, high megapixel counts meant slow readout speeds, leading to heavy rolling shutter and limited burst rates. By stacking the sensor, Sony is effectively giving this 102-megapixel beast the soul of a sports camera. The engineering required to manage this much data is mind-bending. Industry insiders suggest the A7R VI will feature a dual Bions XR2 processing engine, specifically tuned to handle the massive throughput of 102-megapixel RAW files at speeds up to 20 frames per second. For context, that is nearly double the speed of its predecessor while handling 40% more data per frame. This isn't just about big numbers on a spec sheet. It's about a new workflow where a landscape photographer can suddenly track a bird in flight, or a fashion photographer can capture a moving model without ever worrying about missing the focus or dealing with distorted lines. The dynamic range is also expected to see a significant boost, with rumors pointing toward a native 16-plus stops. This is achieved through a new dual-gain architecture that prioritizes shadow recovery in high-contrast scenes, making it a dream for architectural photographers who often work in challenging lighting. But the real magic of the 2026 model lies in its dedicated AI processing unit. While the A7R V introduced basic AI tracking, the 6 is rumored to utilize a second-generation neural engine with deep learning predictive pathing. This technology doesn't just recognize a human eye or an animal. It analyzes the physics of the movement to predict where the subject will be if they momentarily disappear behind an object, like a tree or another person. For professional wedding and event shooters, this means the hit rate for perfectly sharp images will climb toward 100%. Furthermore, this AI isn't just for focus. Leaks suggest it will be used for in-camera neural sharpness and smart noise reduction, which applies specific algorithms to different parts of the image based on the texture detected. For example, the AI might apply heavy noise reduction to a clear blue sky while preserving every fine grain of detail in a stone wall, all within the raw file metadata. Let's talk about the video capabilities, because the A7R VI is looking to cannibalize Sony's own cinema line. The leaks indicate 8K 60p internal recording with no crop. That is a massive jump from the 8K 30p of the previous generation. Because of the stacked sensor's fast readout, the rolling shutter in 8K is expected to be almost non-existent. We are also hearing whispers of 4K 120p and even a 5.5K oversample mode that provides the cleanest 4K footage ever seen in a mirrorless body. To handle the heat generated by such intense processing, Sony has reportedly redesigned the internal cooling structure, integrating a passive magnesium alloy heatsink that allows for unlimited 4K recording and up to 60 minutes of continuous 8K capture. This makes the A7R VI a true hybrid monster, capable of switching from a high-fashion photoshoot to a high-end commercial film set with the flick of a switch. Ergonomically, The 2026 leaks point toward a refined body that borrows the best elements from the Alpha 1 II. We are expecting a 9.44 million QXG electronic viewfinder with a 240 Hz refresh rate, which is essential for tracking movement at such high resolutions. The 4-axis multi-angle LCD screen, a fan favorite from the A7R V, is expected to return, but with a higher brightness rating for better visibility under the harsh USA summer sun. There are also rumors of a global shutter light mode, which uses a specialized electronic shutter algorithm to sync with high-speed studio strobes up to 1/80,000th of a second, effectively killing the need for expensive leaf shutter lenses in most professional scenarios. Connectivity is the final piece of the puzzle. For the modern professional, getting images from the camera to the client is just as important as taking them. The A7R VI is rumored to include Wi-Fi 7 and a dedicated 5G transmitter slot for real-time cloud uploading. Imagine shooting a high-res campaign in New York and having the raw files appear on an editor's desk in London seconds after the shutter clicks. This connected workflow is a major selling point for Sony in 2026 as they look to dominate the enterprise and agency market. The price point is expected to sit around $4,499, which is a premium, but considering it replaces both a high-res studio camera and a high-speed video rig, the value proposition is undeniable.